Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Young Avengers issue 14. So I will tell you why I did pick this up, but before I start talking about that, I just want to give you guys a little update. I actually do have a topic video this week. It's not going to be going up after the reviews. It actually came up a couple of days ago, and that was my first screenplay. So if you want to go check that out, I talk about my first screenplay, experience with that. So that'll be annotated. And also, here is those exclusive comics for Comic Uno episode 27, because that's the show where I review all the comics I read this week on one show on Dark Avenger Inc. So here are those comics. We got Trish Out of Water, issue 3. Amazing Spider-Man, issue 700.4. Green Lantern New Guardians, issue 26. Batman and Two-Face, issue 26. Animal Man, issue 26. Forever Evil Rogues Rebellion, issue 3. And Daredevil, Man Without Fear, issue 34. So if you want to go check out those reviews, go to Comic Uno episode 27, which will be annotated. But let's talk about Young Avengers Resolution, part 1, issue 14. So yeah, why did I decide to get this? I did drop this months ago after that whole mother story. Did not really love this series. You guys know I'm a humongous Young Avengers fan. I'm really not liking Gillen's Young Avengers. It just doesn't feel like the Young Avengers we've had in the past, and I just haven't really liked the story approach and haven't been loving it. But I do love the teen heroes of the Marvel Universe, so I was like, alright, we got some teen heroes on this cover, we got some Runaways here, we got Spider-Girl, Gravity, we got a good amount of heroes here. So I'm like, alright, maybe it's good interaction, let me try this issue. It's done the mother story, maybe I'll actually like this. But the cover obviously is very cool because it made me want to pick it up, so let's see what's going on with the story, see if I like that. So in this issue, we get to see Kate and Miss America. They interact a little. Kate just talks about herself kind of being rich and how she afforded her outfit. And you see more of that scene is about how Miss America and Kate's relationship has grown a little. Miss America has become more friendlier with her teammates, so just seeing more of that friendship grow. You get to see a little bit of the party. Hulking and Wiccan, they're doing well. It seems like they're back together. Even though I think the guy's name is Power Man. Can't think of his name. His name's David. So David, I think kissed Wiccan, but he also kissed Hulking. So there's that love triangle going on that's expanded a little in this issue. So we get to see that. We get to see a little of Miss America's past really randomly. So we get to see this crazy out there art for Miss America's past. Which maybe that connects with the story, I really don't know. We get to see some Novar-Kate interaction, and Kate just says, hey, you lost a good thing, so bye. And she finds that Tommy's still alive, so she dances with Tommy and seems like they're going to maybe have a relationship. And that is the end of this issue. Guys, this is better than what I've read in the past. I'm going to say that. It was a better story. It felt, one-shotty, which I think the series kind of needs after the whole Motherverse thing going on. But I still didn't really like it. It just feels very stiff to me, the characters, and I read it and I'm like, what am I really getting out of this story? And I know there's a lot of big fans of the series. I know, I've seen that a lot of people love this series, but I feel like it's just not for me. Even people message me, it's like, oh, the mother story on Facebook. I just literally got a message today about it, and it's like, oh, you should try it, the Motherverse is over, and actually, I picked it up even before they said that. I'm like, alright, maybe, this is a good issue. And, I'm gonna say it was an okay issue. It wasn't bad. I just don't really love the directions going in. I've seen stuff before. Being a humongous Young Avengers fan, I have to criticize this, and I have to be a little harsher on this because I am a big fan of this team. But in this issue, there's a lot of filler stuff. We get to see more of the Wiccan hulking thing, pretty much the same thing, nothing really expand from that. I guess, a good moment for them, though, because at least what I saw last, they broke up, so I guess they're just showing that they're back together. But then the whole Miss America thing, that was just so out there. In the art, I just did not like. Literally, we have a page with Wiccan and hulking, and then Miss America just thinking, and she thinks about her childhood. And I thought that was a really weird way to do a flashback. At least if she was like talking to somebody about it, Kate. They made a good interaction with that in the beginning. I'll be like, oh, she's opening up to Kate. Like, that would be understandable. But I was just very confused by that whole flashback, and I think it came out of nowhere. And again, the art was just kind of out there. It wasn't for me. It kind of reminds me of Lemire's art, which I really only like for Trillium. I don't love his art, but for Trillium it kind of works. It doesn't really work for superhero type of comics. I feel like this is the same thing. Maybe it would work for an indie comic, but it didn't work for this comic. And it reminds me of that style of Lemire's art. So we get that, and then the whole Novar Kate thing. I like that Kate in this issue, because me being a humongous Kate Bishop fan, I like that Kate was a little bit more like Kate, and if that makes sense, she a little bit more like her character, because she has been very out of character in the series, in my opinion. I think in Hawkeye they show who Kate is, but I think she was a little bit more in character here. And one thing I did like is the references, or the reference to her birthday, and I'm wondering, was there a past issue with that? Because I kind of would pick that up. I think that's interesting to see more of that family aspect, because the first time we saw Kate was, I say this a lot, but the first time we saw Kate was in, I think, Young Avengers issue 2 or issue 1, and, you know, her sister's having a wedding. You see, you know, she's a glamorous person, she's rich, and then she wants to be a superhero, and she has, like, the Mockingbird mask, and she doesn't know what to even do. She's like, I'm good at archery, so let me just take Hawkeye's bow. And now's the time when Hawkeye, I think, was in the middle of death or something, or he was away, so he wasn't in the comics. And, you know, we have to respect Hawkeye. So it was at that time. And, you know, I want to expand more on Kate's family, and it seems like they're hinting at it in a lot of series. Young Avengers, they hint, you know, yeah, my father gave me this. But I would love to have maybe a story arc or one shot where we really learn more about Kate's family, because again, I feel like it's touched upon on a lot of series, but definitely not expand on, and I hope they do that, and I like that reference in this issue. That's the point of that. But, you know, I liked enough this issue, I guess, but I didn't at the same time. You know, there was nothing that really grabbed me and be like, yeah, this is a great issue. And I think because of the art in the middle, I am going to give this a 2.5. It was very close to being a 3. Maybe I'll pick up the next issue. I don't know. Maybe I'll finish up the resolution thing. Probably not. We'll see how much I get that week. If I do pick up the part 2, I probably will not pick up the issue after Young Avengers, you know, the next story arc. Maybe I just want to finish this story arc. But I still can't get into this one. But I try, you know, I've been trying. It's a series that I don't want to let go, but sometimes I have to let go. So I'm going to give it 2.5. It was close to being a 3, but I am going to give it 2.5. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.